Zamfara, Sokoto, Kebbi, Kaduna, and Katsina states have been plagued by escalating banditry attacks resulting in the loss of lives, kidnapping for ransom, displacement of communities, and disruption of socio-economic activities. Further note that a number of state governments across the country have allocated significant funds to augment the operations of the security agencies in combating kidnapping, attacks by unknown gunmen, banditry, and restoring peace in their respective states. It records that collaboration and coordination among our state governments, security agencies, and relevant stakeholders to develop holistic and sustainable solutions to the challenges posed by bandits and other security challenges in Northwest and Nigeria in general. Cognizance that the governors of our states in Northwest affirm their commitment to supporting an acceptable and workable initiatives that promote peace, security, and development in the region, and pledge to work towards fostering a safe and secure environment for all our people. Concerned that incessant banditry attacks on communities in Northwest and other parts of the country would significantly impact food production and agricultural activities, jeopardizing food security and livelihoods of the people in affected states of the region in the coming rainy season. Worried that concerns have been raised regarding the effectiveness and long-term implications of negotiating with bandits, including potential legitimization of criminal activities and the incentivizing further attacks of terrorism. Resolved to urge Mr. President, Commander-in-Chief, to direct for a thorough review and evaluation of the strategies employed by security agencies through effective collaboration with the state governments in Nigeria and other parts of the country. Also urge both federal and Northwest governments to reconsider their approach to negotiation with criminals and explore alternative strategies to address the root causes of insecurity, such as improving law enforcement, enhancing community policing, and promoting socio-economic development in the affected states. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
In respect to killings, isolated killings, kidnappings, and other criminal activities going on within the four angles of Panshinkanke Kanam Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, the House notes that there are several documented evidence of deliberate threats, kidnapping, and assault targeting members of Panshinkanke Kanam Federal Constituency of Plateau State. The House also notes, Mr. Speaker, that on the 17th February 2024, it was reported and confirmed that the APC Publicity Secretary in Plateau State, in the person of Silvanus Namang, was shot in the headquarters, to date, in the headquarters of the Panshinkanke Kanam Federal Constituency at Panshin Local Government of Plateau State, and he died as a result of that particular incident. Again, the House also notes that the lifeless body of one of the former members of the Plateau State House of Assembly in the 8th Plateau State House of Assembly, Honorable Sunday Muchen, whom we have served together with in the Plateau State House of Assembly, was also found in the forest of Bokos, linking to Panshin local government. Further note that the kidnapping of a priest and alleged involvement of the financial secretary of the same church and other members of the church in that act, as well as the abduction of lecturers of Federal College of Education, Panshin, now known as Federal University of Education, in addition to several killings and kidnapping activities in the federal constituency. Concerned that Kanam Forest has now become a safe haven for bandits, Boko Haram, and other criminals as a result of influx from other states that are affected by banditry and other criminal activities. Also concerned that the attack in the forest of Panjshir, Kanke, Kanam, the road that linked the three local governments of the constituency, and other kidnapping activities of local farmers have been going on unabated. Worried that members of these communities are highly vulnerable to inadequacy of police personnel, civil defense, and other security personnel to police such areas. Disturbed that reports of diverse acts of violence have been made with such frequency that a failure to address this problem portends great danger to the people that I represent, that is the people of Panjshir Kanke Kanam Federal Constituency. Resolve, sir. 1. Observe a minute silence to honor the soul of the APC Organizing Publicity Secretary, Honorable Sylvanus Norman, the former member of the Plateau State House of Assembly that was equally killed, Honorable Sunday Muchen, and the departed, and all the departed, and extend heartfelt condolences to the families of the deceased. Urge the Chief of Defense Staff to establish and increase military bases in Kanam, specifically to be located in Garga axis, which link the forest, and Gumgak, the area that connect the local government to Tafa Balewa, Bauchi, a local government in Bauchi State. 3. Call on the Inspector General of Police and the Commandant General of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense to deploy additional personnel to the affected areas in Gumgagdi, Garga area, Panjshir Road, and Kanke to avoid attacks by armed robbers and killing of local farmers. 4. Urge the Director of Department of State Service to conduct a discreet security operation in the area with the aim of flushing out bandits and other criminal elements that have found those areas as their safe haven. 5. Call on the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management, and Social Development, and the Director General of National Emergency Agency to provide relief materials to victims that have been attacked in the three local governments. 6. Mandate the Committee on Police Affairs, National Security and Intelligence, and Army to ensure compliance of these prayers. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this opportunity to move this motion.
Thank you very much. Any second?
Talking about this.
Are you for or against?
I am against.
You are against?
I am against because if we say insecurity and the difference in peculiarity is not a issue that will be resolved because of the peculiarities can be solved differently. When the 19 state governors of the North and the stakeholders come together and discuss, they will discuss the peculiarities and the solutions. You can remember, Right Honorable Speaker.
So you are actually supporting the amendment?
Yes, to bring all the northern states together to sit down and discuss the insecurity is better. Because before it was in the northeast, it's now migrated to northwest, north central, and that it will continue going like that. If we go state by state, it will not work. But if we come together, sit down, discuss, strategize the workabilities, and discuss the peculiarities, we can be able to put a strategy that will work for the entire northern states. Okay,
thank you. So what you are saying is that you are advocating for regional security integration strategy.
Armella Shatima Ali, representing Bursari Gaidami Nusaripere constituency, I'm from Yobe State, sir. I want to concur myself with the previous speakers with the issue of security. But, Mr. Speaker, taking the issue of security, aligning it to only the northern state, 19 northern states, for us to decide or find a strategy or collaborate, whatever name you can call, we are talking of insecurity of the entire nation. There's no place where you can now say there's no insecurity in Nigeria. We have to face the reality. So if we are going to talk of insecurity, let's have time
Honorable
dedicated
please
to
approach
the
the chair.
House as a whole for us to discuss
Honorable
the issue
Wase.
of insecurity for the entire
Honorable
nation.
Wase, please kindly approach the chair.
Northern states are doing their very best. So go to the southwest, go to north central. I was even wondering when my deputy leader was saying Kogi has been the most peaceful state in the nation. When about 4 weeks ago, we are hearing about kidnapping of students. That have been released, but they have been kidnapped. So the issue of insecurity cut across the entire nation. So, Mr. Speaker, to me, if we are talking of security, let's have time, enough time, even if it will take us the whole day to discuss the issue of insecurity and later come up with a strategic position of the House and take it up with the executive. I think it's better than to now sideline any of the states in the nation to say this part of the country need to sit down and collaborate and whatever. So to me, let's take security seriously as a whole, even if it take us the whole day for us to discuss and come up with a solution, please. That's my position, sir.
Thank you very much. Have a good day to discuss security. I think clerk and rules and business look at Tuesday or Wednesday of next week and advise the chair one of the days that we can handle that. If it's not suitable, advise us on a day that is most suitable to take on security issues. All right? Yeah, just work internally and advise us on how to go about it. I think I want us to put a vote to that amendment so that we'll end this discussion. Because a lot of people want to comment on it. But before I do that, I want to hear from other people from other parts of the country. You know, I've been saying North should speak, but it's one Nigeria. I want to hear from you, an Igbo or someone.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, what's the point?
The area that have been affected by the insecurity are out of the country. They are going for Hajj. So I think, please, we can be able to get a date.
Okay, the chairman rules and business and the clerk will work out a good day and that is suitable when everybody will be around for us to handle this. It doesn't have to be when you're on holidays. All right? I mean, if
as much as the motion raised by Sole is very important, I want to state, Mr. Speaker, that no state in this country is an island to itself. I want to make the facts known. And when insecurity of northern Nigeria is cured, where are they now pushing the other one? Is it not southeast, southwest, south-south? From the contribution so far, I feel that we had to, like you said, look at security holistically. We are parliamentarians, we represent 360 federal constituency, and there is no state that don't have insecurity in this country. Our brothers, sisters, mothers are not going to farm, and this is farming season, and the whole insecurity will snowball into. Therefore, I will urge the mover of this motion to see if he can step it down. Then we look at a day. I saw more.
I was thinking
in the eastern part of Nigeria. So, in view of that, I am of the opinion that we expand it to cover every part of Nigeria, and as such, then resubmit that the insecurity issue should cover the entire nation.
you know you can't do that.
And again, I step down. That's what you want me to do. I step down the motion so that we can again think of carrying the entire nation as.
Okay, you are stepping down your amendment.
That's what you.
Okay, so you're stepping down your amendment.
Yes, so that it will now cover the entire nation. His own is more superior in terms of argument because the entire country is ravaging.
Okay, motion to include all the northern, motion to include all the northern states of
Is stepped
Nigeria.
down, and then that of the entire country is more superior.
Motion to include only the northern part of Nigeria is hereby stepped down by the leave of the House.
Yes.
I'm proudly from Abia State. Mr. Speaker, I rise to second this motion to include all of Nigeria and not just the northern part of Nigeria to this motion that all of Nigeria, we need to discuss the security issue. Mr. Speaker, I stand because I come from Abia State. And last week...
It's all right. You have seconded. Don't debate. Those in support of this motion say aye. Those against